review, part 5, number 6. This was Mildred bought some 2-cent stamps, some 4-cent stamps, and some 5-cent stamps. So I'm going to start my chart. I know that she had bought some 2-cent stamps, some 4-cent stamps, and some 5-cent stamps. And then I know my chart is unit value. Remember that stands for, I'm going to actually write it out, unit value, quantity, so that's the Q, and then we have total value. So we like to just write them as UV, Q, and TV for short, but you know that stands for unit value, quantity, total value. All right, let's do it. So the unit value, Mildred bought 2-cent stamps, 4-cent stamps, 5-cent stamps for $4.35. Oh, so this total value is going to add up to $4.35. You know what? I'm going to keep that as cents. Why use a decimal of 4.35? Let's make it 435 cents. And actually, maybe I should put my unit value is in terms of, what do you do, cents, like that? Okay, like the C with the line through it. So let's see, the number of 2-cent stamps exceeded the number of 5-cent stamps by 50. Well, I don't know how many 5-cent stamps she bought. Oh, actually, the total value, let me back up. Unit value of a 2-cent stamp is 2 cents. I could have written 0.02 in terms of dollars, but let's just keep it as whole numbers. So it's instead of, let's not do decimals. A 4-cent stamp, well, the unit value is 4 cents. It's worth one stamp is worth 4 cents, and the unit value of 5-cent stamps, well, one stamp is worth 5 cents. Okay, back to quantity. Okay, so she bought, the number of 2-cent stamps exceeds the number of 5-cent stamps by 50. I don't know how many 5-cent stamps she bought. I just know that the number of 2-cent stamps is 50 more than that, so X plus 50. And then it says the number of 4-cent stamps was 10 less than twice the number of 5-cent stamps. Well, twice the number of 5-cent stamps. Well, this is X, so twice that is 2X, and it's 10 less than that. So then we have the unit value, which we got right from the problem. We have the quantity, which we had to make a variable, and it was easiest to make the variable for the number of 5-cent stamps, and then come up with these. And now we multiply across to get total value. So 2 times X plus 50. Which is really, if you do the distributive property, that's 2x plus 100. And if you multiply across here, you get 4 times the quantity, 2x minus 10. And let's do that math. Well, 4 times 2x is 8x, minus 4 times 10 is 40. I could put this in parentheses, but I don't really need to. But we're going to take this thing plus that thing, and it's going to and plus this thing. Well, 5 times x is just 5x. And all together, that's going to equal 435 cents, my total value of stamps that were purchased. The first line says she bought all these stamps for $4.35, which we're just going to write in terms of cents, not dollars. Again, no decimals, if we can avoid it. So we have that first thing is 2x plus 100. We distributed and we got that. Plus, that second thing is 8x minus 40. We distributed and we got it. And the third thing is 5x from here. And the total is 435. That's how much she spent. So let's just combine like terms. We have 2x, 8x, 5x. Well, that sounds like 15x. 2 plus 8 plus 5, x, 15. Okay, then we have 140. Okay, those are my only whole number. Oh, 100 minus 40, excuse me. So that makes 60. And then equals 435. We have to find out what x is. So the next step is to subtract 60 from both sides, which brings you 5x equals 435 minus 60. Holy moly. Okay, that's going to be harder than other things I've done today. Okay, 430 minus 60 would be 370, but because we have an extra 5, I'm going to say that's 375. And I could do that backwards. Is 375 plus 60, 435? I feel good about that. And then we got to divide both sides by 15. Another way of writing that, just for your own benefit, is you could do over 15, which is a little more professional, but it's the same thing as just writing it like this, divide by 15. So your choice, if you want to write it as a fraction or write the operation, that cancels out the 15s, and we're left with x equals 375 divided by 15, which I think is 25. So if x is 25, have we answered the question? Let me go back to the question, which says, how many of each kind did she buy? Well, we got to fill it in. She bought, x is 25, so she bought 25 of these 5-cent stamps. Let me write this over here because it's cleaner. So let's think about this. X is 25. We're doing quantity. Maybe that's not really an equal sign. It's more like a what is the result kind of a symbol. So she got 25 of those 5-cent stamps because of the quantity. 2 times X minus 10 is the number of 4-cent stamps. So 2 times 25 minus 10, that's 50 minus 10, that's 40 of the 4-cent stamps. And X is 25, so 25 plus 50 is 75. That's the number of stamps. There we go. So 25 5-cent stamps, let me do it this way, 40 4-cent stamps, and 75 2-cent stamps. Thanks.